Okay, we're gonna start off with breath and brace. Today we're gonna do supine abdominal 360 breathing. Abdominal 360 breathing, diaphragmatic breathing can be used interchangeably. What they mean is we breathe in through our nose, not our mouth, and we expand belly, back, and sides all at one time. And then when we exhale through our mouth, we're going to soften and relax those. So there's never any pulling or squeezing, it's just expansion and relaxing, okay? So let's start supine breathing. We're gonna do for 2 minutes here. We're gonna lay down. I rolled into my lay down, and I'm gonna expand my belly, back, and sides. And then exhale and relax everything. You can have knees bent, knees straight, or even up in a chair. We're just gonna continue to do that for 2 whole minutes. I'm getting off the floor with a roll and a press, okay? Next, we're gonna warm up. We're gonna do 2 rounds of 10 of each of these movements. So we're gonna start with 10 shin box, 90-90 rotations. So I point both my knees the same way, both my feet the same way. You can have a perfect 90-degree angle. You can be pulled in more. It's whatever is comfortable for your body. When we do these 90-90 rotations, ideally our feet stay in the same spot as our knees rotate to the other side. So that's 1, 2, you're gonna keep moving through those. We may need to modify that. If your hips aren't super mobile, like for me, my belly is just completely in the way, I'm gonna lean back, put my hands on the ground, and rotate through it that way until I get to 10 reps. And then I'm gonna move on to 10 modified dead bugs. I can modify a dead bug in 2 different ways. Way number 1 would be with a chair. So I can put my feet up on the chair. And I'm trying to move opposite arm and leg. So if I move my right arm back, my left leg pushes down into that chair. If I move my left leg back, my right leg pushes down into that chair. I'm going to inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, while using that opposite arm and leg pattern. Alternatively, I could use the wall and push my left leg into the wall as my right arm goes back. Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. So just work with both of those. Figure out if the chair method or the wall method works better for you for that dead bug modification. So after 10 of those, 1, 2, 3, 4 alternating sides, we're gonna do a side lying glute bridge. With a side lying glute bridge, I'm gonna lay on my side with my knees bent in front of me. So my heels, my hips, my shoulders, my head, they're all stacked in one line. I'm gonna give a good inhale, diaphragmatic inhale. And I'm gonna exhale and push my hips forward. Inhale, exhale. I am not pushing my hips up. They're going forward and up. You can use your hand if you need to use your hand. And we can do 5 per side there to equal 10 total. Once I'm finished with those side lying glute bridges, I'm gonna go back to the beginning. 90-90 rotations, modified dead bug, sideline glute bridge. I've finished the warm-up. Now I'm moving on to my strength superset. The superset, we go through all movements, give ourselves a rest, and then we go through all movements again. In today's strength superset, we're doing seated banded rows, elevated push-ups, box squats, and glute bridges. We're gonna start with 10 reps of each of those movements. On the seated banded row, you're gonna take your band, and we can do it from the floor by hooking that band on our feet. We're going to pull back as we exhale. Inhale and forward. We are pulling back somewhere between hips and belly button. Exhale. Inhale. All 10 reps here before we move on to our elevated push-up. Elevation could be to a wall, to a table, to a chair, whatever level of elevation you need to get full range of motion. By full range of motion, I mean that we are in that straight plank position, and we're gonna go all the way to our chest, and then exhale ourselves out of it. So inhale on the way down, exhale on the way up. So doing that against a wall, we would have that same plank position, flat body, but we'd go all the way to the wall and exhale ourselves out of it. So on the wall, my forehead has to tap instead of my chest, and that's okay. After those 10 push-ups, we have 10 box squats or chair squats. We are going to ideally have a surface that is taller than our knees, because I do want us above parallel, meaning I do want my hips above my knees as I'm learning this movement and working through what works for my prolapse. So on a box squat, you're gonna inhale on your way down, reaching your butt back, and then I'm gonna push through my whole foot, my flat foot, and exhale. So inhale, exhale, pushing through the floor. We do this from the side. I'm reaching, inhaling. When I come up, I am not using momentum. I'm pushing straight through the floor and giving that good exhale to come out of that squat. Lastly, I've done 10 box squats. Now I'm gonna move to 10 glute bridges. I'm gonna roll into that glute bridge. The closer my feet are to my butt, the better glute activation I'm going to get. This one, I'm going to inhale and then exhale my way up. Inhale, exhale my way up, pushing through my whole foot to get to this parallel position. After I've done 10 glute bridges, I'm gonna let myself have a resting period, probably about 90 seconds to 3 minutes, wherever you're at there. And then I'm gonna start that superset one more time, 10 reps of each movement. I'm gonna end the day with a pelvic floor superset. During this pelvic floor superset, I'm gonna work on TA activation. With TA activation, we do that same diaphragmatic breath, that inhale, belly back and sides, but when we exhale, I want you to slightly lift your pelvic floor. You can even put your hand there when you're practicing to feel that lift, as well as bring these muscles together and up. Not with 100% effort. It is about 10 to 20% effort. It is just enough to feel that lift in the floor and in the corset muscles, the transverse abdominis, okay? So we're inhaling and then exhale, together and up, slight lift, okay? As we do each of these movements, we're going to use that lift on the exhale. So I'm gonna start with a bear hover hold and adductor squeeze. I'm gonna go through these for about 30 seconds. I'll need my ball between my knees. I'm gonna inhale, exhale, TA activation, lift, and then back down. Inhale, expand, belly back and sides, exhale, pull together and lift. Flowing through that until 30 seconds is finished. Then I'm gonna move on to a standing position. I'm gonna stand on up, and I'm gonna do a marching adductor press rotation. So I'm gonna inhale on my exhale and my squeeze and lift. I'm also gonna press my knee into my hand. Nice and controlled, making sure I have full stability and weight on one foot before I lift up into that march. 30 seconds flow there, and then we're gonna do that again. Same bear hover hold and adductor squeeze, and same march with the adductor press. You are done for the day. Hope you have fun with this.